Oh, hey everybody, and happy 4th of July! Are you excited to celebrate in America? For me, I don't really care. Well, anyway, I figured I would start this thing off relatively early because, one, I'm not American as we've established. I am thoroughly foreign as hell. And I do not apologize for it. But this is not what I'm talking to you guys about. It is the monthly book review that I keep promising you guys. And what is this review, you might be asking this time? Is it, I don't know, me doing something involving the trilogy? Is it, I don't know, me being somewhat odd and awkward? No, you guys already know this. No, instead, I'm just going to be focusing on the usual stuff. Not the trilogy, but a book I wanted to get out of the way a long while ago. I wanted to touch base on the selection. And yeah, obviously there are so many things wrong with that I need a bunch of stuff with me, but here's the thing for this month. My Chromebook's charger broke, so I don't have my second laptop to play good music while I'm freaking the fuck out. So instead, you're just gonna have to deal with me talking to you guys like this, or until I turn on one of our associates' PS4s on my TV. It is what it is. But the selection by Kiera Cass. I have a really dark opinion on this for a lot of reasons, none of which are good nor are they pleasant, I should say. And I only say they aren't good or pleasant because, well, they aren't. They are, and have been, rather fucked up. And I'm not going to apologize for the way I'm saying it. It is how I genuinely feel. Nothing about it is pleasant from a guy's perspective for not the stereotypical reasons. No, I read stuff that's targeted for every gender. I don't hide that factor from anyone. Like, if you've seen last month how I gushed about Switch, I don't give a shit about gender-focused books. If it has a good story, I will watch the film or TV adaptation, or just read the literary thing that it came from. But this, from me, was just awful. Every second I was reading, I was thinking, are you trying to trash guys by saying that we're too incapable to make up our own minds about shit that you have to make us seem incapable of being monogamous and good guys? Are you really that self-centered in the head to pretty much think that any guy could just make up their mind on the spot just because a woman asked them to, without any like generalization of thinking, what about my partner's case? No. And I feel it was insulting to women in certain cases because it was basically saying, don't worry, you don't have to focus on your childhood crush. Someday your prince will come, and you will not live to regret a single moment of it. I mean, that's how I feel about it. It just didn't seem pleasant in its delivery. But at the same time, what can I generally say about it? What can I pretty much do other claims on it? Well, that's a good question. And I will answer that by going over what is and what isn't something that's good about this whole thing to pretty much go over. Oh, shit, where'd I go? Maybe I should go to the beach. Anyway, this is pretty much my take on the book itself. Holy shit, I'm a ghost! This is awesome! But I should go over the factors of why I don't like this. That was odd. For me, I just didn't really find it appealing for many different reasons. From the get-go, we're starting off with the usual story of girl and guy are together, and oh, we're at a temple now. The dissolve is not going away to showcase its lie. We're pretty much going over guy and girl falling in love with each other from childhood, and just because the plot demanded it, here it is, folks. The guy can't feel happy because he's the low one, and she's higher than him. I have a strange feeling that Kiera Cass took one look at the Titanic's whole entire premise and was like, we need more shit like this. It just didn't seem that smart in its delivery, and I don't really care for it because, well, it just wasn't that well. All I could think to myself was, okay, that's new, but what else? I mean, I'm sorry, it wasn't new. I apologize. It's stupid, but what else? What brilliance can you bring to this? Check this out. There is a caste system where you have to be associated with something involving a certain trait that every human being on the planet does, but it's just like, if that's your focal point, that's what you do. So it's a splash of the Divergent in a Titanic stew. Okay, I'm starting to get it and get that. It's really stupid in its whole initial first book premise. I got that. What else can we throw into this mix? Rebels. Okay, rebels going after the Imperial Party. We're gonna get a dash of the Hunger Games in here. Okay, I'm starting to get it. What else? We need drama. Yes, everything needs drama. But what kind of drama? Love triangle? Okay, we're gonna pretty much dot up every single literary factor of romance triangles since 1943. I'm not even gonna go all the way back to when literature started. No, just to 1943, when it was so ridiculously stupid, it was acceptable. But no. If I were to go back to when literary parts started, I would go back to Wuthering Heights, but that would mean giving this and Twilight credit. Oh god, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be comparing you to Twilight. You're actually better than Twilight. You actually made me care, and then made me pretty much feel like shit for caring. But I'm just talking about the first book. I'm not gonna go into the second books because fuck those. So enough of the rambling. What can I say about the main characters for you guys? Well, a few things. One of which being that it's about a girl whose name is America Singer. And before you guys get into it, yeah, her first name is of the country, but not of the country she lives in, but the country that was renamed into a thing called Ilya, as she is also with the last name of her profession. So she is literally named for one, her lot in life, and of the reminder of the country itself. Yay. It is so brilliant, it makes me want to cry. And I say that with little to no care in the world. Oh, my disdain. Anyway, from all this, what can I really say that's good about the first couple of pages about the book? Well, we're trying to establish the character. It's a nice twist on what we're used to. Sometimes we're just treated to, I need to do this for my sister. I need to do this for my mother. I need to do this for my father. She was like, no, I want to be happy first. And if it'll help my family down the line, I don't mind doing it. That's selfless in its endeavor because it's a generally good pace for what's going on in the story. But at the same time, you guys got to realize it is kind of a weird thing to do in certain things of literature because it's not really that acceptable in certain cases because it's a little bit askew from what we're trying to get at. For escapist fiction, it is harder to get a grasp on because it is sort of a weirder sort of endeavor. But at the same time, you need realism in this escapist fiction to bring in the reader. So it's kind of a double-edged sword if you make the delivery go good or bad, which Kiera Cass really did well in these first couple of pages, at least in my opinion. However, there's also the downside of what happens in these first couple of pages, which is we have to introduce the main love interest for the girl and then break it off for plot reasons. You guys would pretty much get used to that from Meg Ryan movies. And if you don't know what that means, when this live show is over, I'm going to put links into the description for some nostalgia chick reviews of some Meg Ryan movies that kind of encapsulate what I mean very well. In any case, though, following this, we're then being told through exposition dumps about what the selection actually is in the story. Now, the selection is this sort of really fucked up gender rule that they're trying to do, saying when the person of air, whether they're prince or princess, are turning 18, rather than pretty much being like, we want you to pull a Prince William and find your love in the world, you have to have 25 men or women come to our house and pretty much be your bitches, and you select which one will be your bride or groom for the rest of your life to lead the country. Yeah, nothing says good equality like doing something that's both misogynistic and stupid. Of course, I'm pretty much thinking that to the girls or guys are thinking of only one thing. And that is a fucked up ideal for many different reasons, but I'll get into that at a different date. I already have enough things to get into. So, what is the main thing that they're trying to do to get rid of the love interest? Well, since they're in two different caste systems of him being just the worker and her being the artist, he has to make the less money, pretty much going to the male pride stereotype, saying, I can't be with you if I can't provide, even though you're a woman that can help provide for our family too, so I have to be the dick because if this is going to be a female-focused story, the guy has to be a dick in order to have female empowerment. And I don't care if you take this whole thing to feminist frequency, I will say this. Feminists don't want to have men depowered. They want to have equality, even in fiction. This isn't equality. This is pretty much saying, if you're a guy, you're going to be a dick just because the girl wants to make money too, even if it's a little bit more than what you make. You don't have to have that kind of narrative because it is borderline insulting to everyone involved. Stop thinking that you need to have female-centered stuff by making the guys incapable or dicks or just shallow creatures. We are all people and we need to be treated as such. Stop pretty much thinking of gender rules and start thinking of just writing people. Make them so it's like the man and the woman are equal of things, of responsibility, of actions, of making sure that everything goes right and wrong. Stop half-assing it and then you'll have a good story. But in any case, enough of my own anger towards this trope. Because he doesn't make the money, and because he doesn't want to, I don't know, feel like the big man or something, he decides to flip his shit because, of course, you have to flip your shit. Otherwise, we don't have a story that way. Oh no, we have no story and no background, no. Oh God, oh. Anyway, the thing about it that pisses me off the most is not that it's a... Oh, I'm at the temple again. It's not that it is a weird premise of what they're doing. Yes, distort on me. Distort completely and hide me in your beauty. I'm sorry. I'm starting to do weird things to this place. But it's not the fact that they're doing a lot of weird things with their premise or trying to come off as odd or ridiculous. It's the fact that they're doing it in a very insulting light to the point where it is sad in its delivery. Nothing about it is good, nothing about it is bad, but it's just insulting. I would say nothing about it is good. Oh God, it's so cold. My heart. Oh. But I can't say it's bad either because it's a first book for somebody. You can't just automatically assume it's going to be spectacular or amazing. I can't do that to someone because I know what it's like to write your first book and find it to be, shitty and awful and questioning yourself at all points. I get that and understand that a lot more than people give me credit for. I would love to just be like, oh shit, I fucked up and I need help. Oh, but I'm gonna make it a book anyway because fuck it. But I know what it's like to pretty much have that feeling of I'm not sure it's good enough or bad enough. So at the same time, I can't say which way I feel about that certain moment because I feel bad, but at the same time, I know what it's like. But moving on, because I've been on that moment too long. We're then moving on with the plot because we have to. Because of her thinking that she was doing the right thing of appeasing everyone with her selflessness, she has to be put into the selection or be volunteering as tribute or joining Dauntless or joining Camp Half-Blood in order to do this, that, and the third thing because the plot demands it and blah, fucking blah. I know, we've all been used to this trope before. I'm getting on with it, so skipping over a couple of things. So we're moving on to when she's about to join the selection and she sees her love interest, whose name is Aspen Ledger. God, some of these names just make me want to hit the writer, but that would make me seem like a woman beater, and I don't want that reputation. And all I can pretty much think to myself is this really what you want to do? Is this really what do you want me to do? Like, look me in the face right now. Tell me, is that what you really want to do? Is that what you really want to fucking do? Because I would think of a million things better to do than to just sit through that. And yeah, I felt like that as soon as they kept diving more and more into it because, well, it was kind of stupid. Sorry guys, need to change something real quick. Save that change. And we're back. Anyway, from what we're kind of diving into, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be bad. But look on the bright side. And I'm like, what bright side? She's getting on a plane about to go off to some place or another, and her ex-boyfriend is, in her eyes, cheating on her, even though they broke up, to be with a klutz by the name of Brianna. It's kind of showcased later on in the book near the end that she and him were only there as friends, and he caught her because she was tripping on her own 2 feet on flat surface. I guess Gravity Check was strong with that one, I might say. And throughout that whole thing, she's like, oh my God, he's over me. I have to leave now. And he's like, wait, stop. Wait, stop, please. My heart is as brick as this wall behind me, please. Please, I just want one more chance. I didn't get a chance to have sex with you. Please. And yeah, one other thing. I may be joking about that, but in this book's universe, because the country's no longer America or anything remotely related to what we know today because of the whole debt to China, one of the basic rules is until you're married, you can't have you can't have sex at all. Not even when you hit like the legal age as an adult. You have to be married in order to have sex. Which would suck for a lot of the people I know today because there are a lot of sluts that I know. A lot of people that like to get their friggin' dick there. Anyway, after they're done trying to establish that whole feat of one last ditch effort goes wrong cliche, She is then flown all the way to the rich side of the world, which is in bumfuck I give no shits, as she meets every other person in selection, most notably her future best friend, Marley. Marley. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking of the book about the dog and his owner, and I'm thinking, this is going to be sad as shit. And I'm probably going to be right, because I'm not going to look into the other books. I already know how it ends. Just like we all know how it ends. In any case, and the other notable person would be her future rival, Celeste. Or if you're a fan of Ass Mount, Celeste. And they're just pretty much driven all the way to a big old palace mansion combo that would pretty much make you feel inadequate when you're looking at it. Kind of like how most guys that can't get body hair look at guys like me and pretty much like, ah, ah. And then they're just introduced to the other women where it's like, okay, all of you line up, You with the big boobs. Make sure you're flashing your cleavage every 5 fucking minutes. We gotta make sure that he's thirsty, okay? We gotta make sure that we're all good. You trying to hide your big ass in that skirt. Stop trying to show it, flaunt it, because he might be a thirsty hoe. Everyone line up, let's go! At least that's how I got the image of it when they were pretty much saying, okay, ladies, today you're going to be living in the palace. And from what you've been told, you have to remember, if the prince says it, you have to do it. And I'm thinking, oh my god, they're going to get raped. I can feel it. This is going to be like a Japanese play your own visual novels or hentai games. I can feel it. Oh my god, I'm totally horrified. Oh shit. Oh god, why am I so scared? Oh! In any case, though, moving on from that whole plot point of things gone wrong, we're then just driven all the way back to, the plot. As all America can do is just pretty much be like everyone else, every other female protagonist in a lot of fictional mediums. Whine and cry, and whine and cry. And when are we going to be done with this? When are we going to be done with the whole trope of whine and cry for female protagonists? Why can't we just be like, you know what? Life is shit. Let's do this. Let's just braid this motherfucker. Give me like a machine gun, a bow, an arrow, a knife, someone's intestines. I want to fuck someone's shit up. Why can't we get that for female protagonists, people? Why we gotta pretty much be like whine and cry? Because allow me to take you guys out of this. When I write books, I remember my female friends in my lives, and they don't whine and cry all the time. They only do that for like if they're super heartbroken. But when it's reality, they're pretty much like, you know what? Life is shit. Just give me a gun and some alcohol, and I'll be good. When are we going to have that kind of protagonist just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm already in some shit. Let me just be free, be happy, and let the world burn like a motherfucker would. Why can't we have that? I mean, we see that with a lot of male protagonists. Why can't we have that with female protagonists? I'm talking to you, male and female writers. Why can't we have that? Why can't we have that? Are you guys scared? I want to look at you dead in the face as you tell me, are you scared? Are you motherfucking scared? I may have taken that a bit too far, but you guys gotta admit I am on point with what I'm saying. You guys gotta step up your game a little, what you're doing. In any case, though, we're kind of going more and more into that as she's meeting her maids of Anna, Mary, and Lucy. Characters I actually remember because, like, one of my inspirations, Chad Rocco from Familiar Faces, I actually kind of noticed a lot of side characters more than the actual characters. It's weird, but it's also a known fact for me because I don't really care that much about the main leads if the story doesn't want me to. I only want to be invested if the plot gives them more credit. And to the credit of the maids, they get more of a reason to be likable than the main character during the first novel, in my opinion. Because with Anna and Mary, they were either born in the palace or they were just there because they had to be there for the sake of things. And Lucy was just, in a sad part, kind of traded into it and was horrified due to the effects of the world around them. That makes you want to be invested in them more because they have more of a backstory you want to get more in depth to and more of a reason to be invested in. But with these main characters that were handed to, whether they're the selection competitors, America's Singer, Aspen Ledger when they finally give him some space, or the prince himself, Maxon how you pronounce his last name, it kind of just seems stale in comparison because it just seems so generically young adult-esque. Not like how you get with the maids or other side characters' real world struggles. But anyway, as I was bringing up the prince and his really, really weird name, who else would we want to introduce? But on the first week of her being in the palace, America has a freak out moment and runs into the prince himself. Excuse me while I just do this one thing. Yeah, that was perfect. Guys, you gotta stop with these chance encounter things because even I'm starting to find them stupid. And that's saying something from what I can pretty much deal with in my life. Oh, God. Oh, I gotta fix this one last thing. Son of a bitch. I fucked up. I'm sorry for this brief stints of silence. I just gotta fix this one thing and I'll be good. What the? No. Now you guys get why I kind of just do this sort of stuff film because of how boring it gets if you just hear me just sitting here and whatnot, just go over like stop, fix this, stop, fix that. But in any case, I'm back now. So about this chance encounter that I kind of found stupid. Apparently, while in the palace, you can't go out in the garden, even if you're just trying to have a nice little moment out to run into the prince, because God forbid you want to win this stupid contest, right? But yeah, we needed a conflict for them to meet each other, so we had to have the. And when she finally meets him, he's just like all nice and gentlemanlike and suave. And according to her, she just sees him as a douche. I can relate to this guy's pain. He's just trying to be a nice gentleman while trying to figure out some stuff about the ladies that he's just about to meet, and they just find to be either a total money bag kind of guy, someone that they could screw the brains out of, or just a douche. I think a lot of guys like me would relate to that, and to pretty much thank him for pretty much being like, let's go out to the garden, get you some air. Do you need anything? Do you need anything? I'm here for you. Do you need anything? Need anything, dear? Bitch, don't call me dear. Yeah, for pretty much being the nice guy just trying to help. He's the one getting bitched at. Yeah, that is kind of the biggest asshole move to do. Is kind of like, hey, I got you this nice set of jewels, my man. That way you and your wife can be happy. And all of a sudden, you're just like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't need your goddamn jewelry, you fucking asshole. Fucking Steve, I was trying to help us. Asswipe. It just makes no sense when you're just thinking about it because it's a very ignorant sort of conflict to use. And then to get the whole train moving more and more, she pretty much bitches him down, I should say, in my terminology. Like, she literally bitches him down. And I'm just like, oh, shit. Oh, someone put this on World Star because this bitch just fucked her chances up. And I know she don't give a shit. She just did it because Apparently, when you're in the selection, people get paid their moolah the longer you stay, motherfucker. And that brings into the gold digger aspect of the narrative, because you can't be a female protagonist unless you're either a gold digger, an asshole, or an emotional baggage roller coaster. Because that's how that works. And people wonder why I'm sort of fed up with the whole generic premise of what to do with female and male protagonists in any medium these days. Anyway, furthering on the plot, after we're done with the garden scene, we're then just like, and here it is. All you ladies get to meet the prince. And apparently the one that bitches him out does get to leave. In a just world, she would have been the first one sent packing, like, you just pretty much pissed me the fuck off. You bitched me down in my own house. I tried being nice to you. I didn't want your vagina. I just wanted to be a nice, caring guy. But fuck your shit. Get the fuck out of my house. But no, in this case, just like, oh, I see we're meeting for the first time. Hello, my name is Maxim Chocalo, and you must be Lady America. Like the fuck, man? Have some pride for yourself. Kick the bitch out, and she pretty much was an asshole to you, and be on with these girls that just want to be with you. Stop being this pushover. Oh my god, this was, I have a feeling that whenever people see the pre-recorded, like, archive footage of this, they're gonna be like, why is he so mad? It's because this whole narrative makes me so mad. Like, I could go over the entire plot line from this point going forward. She and Maxim don't like each other. Then they start becoming friends because he needs someone on the inside to help him find someone in the selection to pretty much be with. And she doesn't want to go home because she's still heartbroken. They become friends more and more. And then they make a stupid bet about her saying if her sister could cry from eating this really awesome dessert they don't get back home because she's part of this caste system where if you're an artist, you don't get shit, basically. And if she cries while eating this whole thing, she gets to wear his pants for a week. But if she loses, she has to go on a date with him. The stupidest bet in the world. And then they start going on dates. They start becoming deeper and deeper friends, becoming best friends, becoming close friends. They have a kiss that turns out to be very awkward because she doesn't know what she wants anymore because she's falling in love with Maxim slowly, but at the same time, she hasn't gone over Aspen. And then she then goes through this whole roller coaster because out of the blue, Aspen comes back as a soldier, and they have this whole love triangle kind of pointed out here, there, and the other thing. And as soon as that thing is established, she and Maxim and Aspen are on this whole love triangle because Aspen doesn't know about Maxim not knowing that Aspen is the one that broke her heart, making her want to stay in the first place. And it becomes this whole thing of bullshit. Oh god. That is basically the whole premise in a speed run. They become friends. They have a stupid bet. They become more friendly with each other. They have a secret code thing for each other where if they took on their ear, they talk in private, making their friendship more solidified. They go over more and more things together. Then there's the awkward kiss moment that happens in everything young adult because we always have to have that awkward kiss. Not, I like you, and if you don't want me to kiss you, say it right now so I don't make an ass out of myself because I don't want this to be awkward and ruin a friendship. And then following that becomes awkward emotions, and when she's like, I can finally get over Aspen. Nope, bitch, we gotta give you a three-way conflict for your love. Aspen comes back as a soldier. He pretty much says everything that was like, I feel bad. I shouldn't have been a dick. I worked hard. I thought you'd be coming back earlier, but you didn't. So I signed up for the draft. They made me a soldier in this palace. And I think I have a chance to be with you again, even though you seem to like this guy, and I should be keeping my distance and be respectful of your feelings to have some space to figure out things on your own. Because apparently as a guy, I can't take hints and pretty much be the mature person, because as a guy in fictional medium where it's a female writer, I have to be an idiot. But what do I know? It's not like I write for a living too. And then it becomes this love triangle thing that I hate so much when it's so unnecessary and unneeded. Like, yeah, I'm guilty of writing about love triangles, but at least they have basis for it. It's just like if someone were to, like, this is just me saying hypothetically, like someone were to think that they lost the love of their life because they couldn't find the body and they ruled it as killed in action. And as soon as they find out about the person, they break it off with that person, even if the second party already still has feelings for them. It's a realistic love triangle because the person didn't know. They were just led to believe that because they couldn't find anything. It was a gruesome event, and now it's this whole entire love triangle. Or it could be like this. A person that's been traveling with them is still with them throughout all of this. There's a small bit of chemistry there, but because the age difference, the person in question doesn't want to do anything to hurt them because they don't want to ruin the friendship while they're trying to get back to with this person and trying to be respectful to both parties. That's realistic because that happens in real life. But with this, it's pretty much like I'm falling for this guy that was being nice to me in the beginning and wanted to be not only a friend, but someone sympathetic and can help me. And I can lean, and he can also lean on me for his support, which is a healthy relationship. Or it could be with this guy who has too much pride of himself to pretty much be like, I want us to be a team, to do this and the third thing, and I want to brave the world with you if you keep this a secret and don't downgrade to my caste. That is the stupidest premise in the world, and they know it. Even my cold is coming back from this irritation. And you want to know the most frustrating part of all this is, like, we could pretty much get more adept with the other selection members and a whole lot bigger basis of Marley, Chris, Celeste, Natalie, and we would still get more of a fucking character development wheel than we would get from the stupid love triangle that seems to go nowhere very fast. Nothing about this could have been possibly smart, and yet it came out stupider than imagined. Like, are you serious about this? I could literally be here so fucking angry that I could break the screen with my bare hands. But I won't. I won't because, one, I need this to do my better videos because this is going on way too long and my anger is building up too fast. And I'm going on this way too far. So, what do I have to say about this so I don't give away too much stuff for people that still want to read the book after my angry rambles? Like, I'll leave people in the description below to have a better concept of this whole book review thing because in my heart, I can't give the selection a good biased review like I gave other books. My English fail. Stupid third language. For me, I can't give this a biased review because it is sickening to me. It is like me watching Fritz the Cat, Cool World, and Skin in a row from Ralph Bakshi and people being like, so, how'd you think? And I bring out a chainsaw and chop them in half. Nothing about that was smart. Nothing about it was good. And all I could think about was, is this just a bunch of is it just a collaboration of stories to pretty much say that all women want and all men are assholes? Like, is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're trying to get across to me? Are you pretty much trying to say that you think all guys are dicks and all women should just be after guys with money, not knowing what they are on the inside because that's how real life works? Like, are you trying to say that, Kiera Cass? Because I know that you probably got a lot better in your writing and you didn't mean to write this. But from what I can tell from a lot of other writers, that's not the case. It is a really, really shitty thing to do to any sort of fictional medium because it just downplays everything and all things. Like, people like to pretty much criticize me for what I do. Why don't you criticize the professionals for when they fuck up? Why can't you do that as well? Like, why can't you make their heart not as stone as this background that's distorting me for comic reasons? Why do you always have to get on my case about it? Is it because you make yourself feel good about it? Is it because you think you know better? Well, if you know better, why don't you take what I've made and make a whole different story about it and make your own self happy rather than thinking you know better than I do, and so forth and so on. Stop bitching and moaning and do something with it and say stuff that will pretty much be either smart, productive, or, you know, good for all things literary, and prove me wrong. Don't bitch and moan about it. Be smart and do something to make me, if not other people, find this whole premise of what you find attractive attractive. You can always just be on the computer being trolled saying, you're so wrong about this, you're a closet fan, you're this, you're that, and the third thing, but what are you accomplishing? Are you the one writing to make yourself seem better about it? Are you the one being smart enough to do it? Are you pretty much going out there being like, I'm going to prove this guy wrong that's on the internet to just make people laugh when he's not doing these monthly reviews of books that he either likes or dislikes from an unbiased or biased opinion? Are you doing any of that besides just pretty much being on the other side of the computer, being trolls, thinking that you know better just because of something else? No. Go out and do something else about it rather than being like, I'm smarter than you. You're just a closet fan. I'm da-da-da-da-da. And rather than being trolls, do something about it. Be smarter about your deliveries. Be smarter about what you're going to do. And if you're going to prove someone wrong over the internet, back it up with actual things. Not with what you're going to say, but with actions. Those speak louder than words. God, I sound like a fucking parent now. The hell is wrong with me today? But in any case, what can I give the selection if I was going to be an unbiased person? Well, luckily I asked my friend Sophie to give a review on this book because she's read all three of the books herself. And I'm going to give the thing that she wanted to give as I take away the background. Give me a sec. And it's gone. From my friend Sophie's perspective, I will give this whole entire book a... there we go. A 6 out of 7, just for Sophie. If it was for any other person, I would give this probably the lowest of low grades. But when it comes down to it, my friend Sophie pretty much knows this sort of thing better than I will ever because I'm not a lady. I don't know what ladies go through. I just pretty much feel like most things that come off as callous and stupid feel callous and stupid. But for her, it's different. A lot like all my other female friends like Cassidy or Moira or even Amelia. Those four of my female friends would pretty much sit down and talk to me about this from their own perspective while also acknowledging my own faults about it. And although they would see the faults that I would see, they would still find the joy in this being just escapist fiction to pretty much be stupid about it and find fun in it. But that's all I'm going to say on this because I've wasted so much anger on this. I can't even stay for like answering shit or making announcements of things or saying why I'm wearing the white scarf on my head rather than the black one because people probably noticed it by now. All I'm going to pretty much say is the selection for me was a very bad read. It was like how the Nostalgia Critic or the Spoony one or Linkara fear things from Uva Ball or the Ultimate Warrior. You gotta get more Fook! Or stuff from Frank Miller. All of that is pretty much my own opinion of this whole book series from start to finish. It was a horrible read from the whole get-go, and all I can say is I have no real care for it. But that is all in the past now. And if you guys would like to see more positive reviews about it, just leave your suggestions in the comments below because I do like to talk about gender-neutral or gender-focused novels here, there, and whatnot. And for me, the selection in the other selection books would not be a good fit, as you've seen. But next month, though, I'm going to tell you guys what I am reviewing. The first novel in the Chronicles of Nick series. One of my actual favorite books from Sherilyn Kenyon. Lovely woman. Anyway, guys, this has been V from the Black Pyramid. And the guy that was creeping behind me was Jay.
Jester. of MC Asylum.
Jay, we're not in costume. We don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Jay from his new channel of MC Asylum, which is going to be coming out soon once his new computer comes in. So, Jay, you want to say anything to the audience before we close out?
Also, follow my other channel, Jumper Gaming. If you, some of you might know me. My name is Jake Pierce. I have age. I am the founder of Jumper Gaming, Conduit Jumper. From PSN, Xbox 360, y'all know me. Back to you.
Alrighty. Well, guys, this has been me and my no longer anger, I promise. No more anger for a little while. And I will see you guys next month in the Infinity review.
No, I thought we were kind of cutting off, so I was like...
Oh, we're cutting off now, so I'll see you guys in my other videos. Bye, guys.